Good morning, everyone, and happy Divine Mercy Sunday. Today is the 8th day of Easter, the octave day of Easter, and the end of our Easter week, in the sense that the octave comes to a conclusion today. Back in the year 2000, Pope John Paul established this as a day to remember the divine mercy and love of God. He wrote, "Outside the mercy of God, there is no other source of hope for human beings." And as we are faced with this pandemic and the upturning of our lives, how true that is for us. As men and women of faith, we know that ultimately our hope is in Jesus Christ. And we hold on firmly, steadfastly to those words, "Jesus, I trust in you," that are painted at the bottom of the Divine Mercy image. Pope Benedict, in the year 2008, reflecting on the way in which Pope St. John Paul II established this feat, wrote this: "The love of mercy also illuminates the face of the Church and is manifested through the sacraments, in particular that of reconciliation, as well as in works of charity, both of community and individuals. Everything that the Church says and does shows that God has mercy for us. When the Church must call attention to an unrecognized truth or to a good betrayed, it is always driven by merciful love, that all people might have life and might have it abundantly. From divine mercy," he says, "comes hearts that are pacified, and then comes true peace in the world, peace between peoples, cultures, and religions." How much we need that peace when we look at our fragmented world and the way in which a single illness, a virus, has turned it upside down. Now, this weekend we would normally be encouraging you to celebrate the Divine Mercy with us in church and to give you the opportunity to go to confession. As you know, we're not able to offer confessions at the moment, but I want to promise you that that is something that is being worked on. I know that the diocese is working on some plans and procedures that might make that sacrament available to people by appointment. I cannot give you any more details than that, but it is hopeful that we will soon be able to return to the sacrament of reconciliation. But what we can do is that work of charity that Pope Benedict referred to in 2008. And indeed we are doing again today with our food drop for Our Lady of Guadalupe Center on the west side, and for the way in which we are collecting various things, items that are needed in our nursing homes, our assisted living and independent living facilities. Things of a religious nature, Bibles, scriptures, recent materials, magazines, things that can help people to actually feel connected to the wider church and also know of our love. Indeed, I would suggest that you might want to submit something or hand something in and write in the front of it a message of love and hope on behalf of yourself and our parish family. These items collected tomorrow morning between 11:30 and 1 p.m. will be kept safe in the school for 3 or 4 days to make sure that if there's any virus lingering that it has died. And then they will be distributed to our facilities by Father Ed, by Jennifer and myself. As we go round, we will bless them and we will try and do a window visit with some of their people who are in their facility. Our hope is, again, to bring the love and the mercy and the compassion of God to others. And I just encourage you, if you live in an area where you know you have neighbors who are elderly and are perhaps stuck and not able to get out or are struggling to get groceries and things like that, reach out to them, give them a call, pop by, stand 6 foot back and just have a conversation, find out ways in which you can help, so that especially on this Divine Mercy Sunday, we are reaching out to our neighbor with the mercy and the love that God has shown to us. Attached to the Flocknote version of this video cast you will find Sunday's worship aid, and we send that to you with our love and our blessings. And as we continue to worship, we invite you to allow us to come into your homes and to share with you in a spiritual way the graces and the mercy that God has for us. I know that making a spiritual communion is not the same as actually receiving communion. But in reality, God finds many, many ways to show us his mercy and his love. And he comes to us with the grace of his Holy Spirit, even when we are deprived of the sacraments that we have become so accustomed to and so often treat as just commonplace in so many ways, because it's just one of many things in a very busy life. Let's really enter into a spiritual communion with the Lord at Mass today. And let's ask him to continue to bless us and to keep us and to guide us in all that we are doing, so that we may share and love as he shares and loves with us. So for now, God bless. I look forward to seeing you at Mass today. And I also look forward to the day when we will be able to congregate again and share God's love, God's peace, and God's mercy with one another. God bless and have a wonderful Divine Mercy Sunday.